Loaded show ahead here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Tyler Jones, your fearless leader, here with you. The Chiefs have signed a linebacker. We'll tell you who that is. Break down the latest free agent addition in just a moment. We also have a contract update to get to on running back Isiah Pacheco and his situation going forward with the Chiefs. And Justin Watson, will he not be returning to Kansas City in 2025? We have some fascinating news to get to on the Chiefs wide receiver in just a matter of moments. You guys know I've been hosting this show less than a year now, and I'm still getting to know the kingdom a bit. And I'll be honest, we have focused so much attention on teams like the Bills and the Ravens and the Bengals, competitive teams that actually matter, that we haven't really talked much about our division rivals because they're kind of irrelevant, especially the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm very curious, how much do you hate the Raiders? If you hate the Raiders, like today's video. Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, he doesn't think we can get 500 likes on today's video. So if you hate the Raiders, you want to stick it to Mitch and prove him wrong, hit the like button, and we'll get started with today's show. The Chiefs have announced that they have re-signed linebacker Blake Lynch after being released back in January. He makes his return to Kansas City, and if you don't know much about Blake Lynch, that is where we come in. He was undrafted in 2020 out of Baylor, signed with the Vikings, then made a few stops before he ended up in Kansas City with the Cardinals, Chargers, Seahawks, and the Raiders. 29 career games played for Lynch, including 7 starts in his career. And the last time we saw him on the football field was Week 18 for the Kansas City Chiefs against the Denver Broncos, when the Chiefs JV team took on the Denver Broncos with Kansas City resting their starters before the postseason. And he played decent. He had 6 tackles and 1 TFL in that game against Denver. Here's the reality of this signing, though. This is a body, all right? No one expects Blake Lynch to do much at this point in his career. He has shown a few flashes here and there, but not anything earth-shattering that I would be surprised that he would make the 53-man roster at this point. With that said, no disrespect to Blake Lynch, but I'm not expecting too much out of Blake Lynch, if anything at all, at this point in time. This signing doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't really help you either. I think it's, in all honesty, a C-plus signing at best. How would you grade the signing of Blake Lynch? What do you think of this move? Type A, B, C, D, or F, and let me know what your grade is of the addition of Blake Lynch back to Kansas City. Folks, this is why you subscribe to the Kansas City Chiefs Report. When the Chiefs make a move, no matter how big or how small, we bring you a video here on the channel. And it's going to get crazy over these next couple of weeks with free agency. I don't care if I got to bring you a video at midnight from my apartment or if we're doing a live show, whatever it may be. We're going to cover every single angle of free agency right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. If you are a real Chiefs fan, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Let's at least get 20 subs off today's video. Subscribe now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Now, let's turn our attention to Isiah Pacheco. According to a new report, the Chiefs have decided not to offer Pacheco a contract extension at this point in time, and there's a few reasons why. Let's start with this report from the folks at Sportskeeda, who said the following. An extension for running back Isiah Pacheco, who is in the final year of his rookie deal, won't be considered until the season starts. The former 7th-round pick proves he's back to health in prior form. This is the right call if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. The ball is in your court. Pacheco has no leverage at this point in time, and there is no need to pay him right now. And there's a couple of factors involved here. For one, Pacheco needs to prove that he's fully healthy, that he's up to speed, and that he can stay healthy, because he did not look like the same running back when he returned from injured reserve in the second half of this season. And secondly, we need to see how much tread he still has on the tires. You guys know the running back position, these guys wear out pretty quickly here. And if you're going to make an investment to keep Isiah Pacheco long-term, you need to see that he is going to be a guy worth keeping. Otherwise, you go with what most teams around the NFL are doing, where they have a running back on their rookie contract, they run them, as much as possible until the wheels fall off, and then they go sign a younger running back with fresh legs for cheaper. And that could be what's happening with Isiah Pacheco potentially. It's been a good run for Pacheco in Kansas City for the former 7th-round pick out of Rutgers. Replaced CEH pretty fast on the depth chart, helped the Chiefs win 2 Super Bowl titles, led the team in rushing in 2022 and in 2023. But then 2024 happened, and Isiah Pacheco looked good to start the season. That game against Cincinnati, rushed for 90 yards. He looked like his old self, but then he never returned to form. Showed a few flashes like that Raiders game when he had that 35-plus yard run, but I don't know if he was in the doghouse with Andy or what, but he didn't look the same and didn't necessarily get the same opportunity he once had. Right now, I'm leaning towards letting Pacheco walk in free agency after his rookie contract is up and replacing him with someone younger and cheaper and go from there. That's where I'm at right now. And I like Isiah Pacheco. Don't get me wrong. But this is the easiest position to replace in the National Football League. And I don't know if I feel that great about investing in Pacheco long term if we're not going to see him stay healthy or look like his old self. I think he still has to prove that he can get back to form and he can stay healthy before the Chiefs should consider a long-term contract to keep him around after his rookie deal. Now, let's ask you guys. Should the Chiefs extend Isiah Pacheco right now at this very moment? I'm not saying down the line. I'm saying right now. I'm saying no. What are you guys saying? Type Y for yes, in for no if the Chiefs should extend Isiah Pacheco at this point in time. Chiefs hats are on sale now for up to 50% off. We have the baseball cap style, the flat bill version, all sorts of different hats like you're seeing on your screen right now. And they're all in one place. Chatsports.com/Chiefs hats is where you can get yours today. And we have plenty of other hats besides what you're even seeing on your screen here, as well as other Chiefs merchandise. You can find them all at chatsports.com/Chiefs hats. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Get your Chiefs hats today. You'll be glad you did. Another report at the wide receiver position this time for the Kansas City Chiefs is regarding wideout Justin Watson. He has been informed by the Chiefs that he will not be returning to Kansas City in 2025 as he is set to hit free agency, and they will not be bringing him back. Here's more from Sportskeeda. The Kansas City Chiefs are moving towards salary cap hell and have some hard choices to make. I'm told they would like to bring receiver Justin Watson back, but they informed his agent they do not have the money to do so. In all honesty, there's no need to keep Justin Watson. All right? Justin Watson, he's not a game changer. He's had a few moments here and there. The Steelers game, he was fantastic this year. But he hasn't shown the consistency to say that you need to make a long-term investment. He's another guy that is very replaceable, whether it's through the draft or free agency, for a cheaper option. With that said, according to Spotrac, his market value is not that high. Just about a one-year, $1.7 million deal is all they think Justin Watson is worth at this point in time. Now, obviously, we could see teams overpay potentially and give him an offer that's more than that, but that's at least what the idea is of what he would be worth on average in the open market right now. For Watson, he began his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won a Super Bowl with them against the Chiefs, then joined Kansas City in 2022 and was a part of 2 more Super Bowl titles. He is almost filling up that hand. He's got 3 rings there, looking for 2 more potentially. It's been a good run for Justin Watson for a player that has never been a number 1 or number 2 or number 3 receiver for that matter. And you look at these statistics for Justin Watson, he's coming off a bit of a down year. Despite playing in all 17 games, his statistics were worse this year in regards to catches, receiving yards, receiving average, and touchdowns. Now, there is a slim path for Justin Watson to potentially return, and that's to play for essentially nothing. And then you could open up the door for him to come back. I think that it's not impossible, especially if he is not getting what he's looking for of that market value of sorts. Then maybe you can find an opening potentially, but you don't have to have him back. And at this point in time, I would be surprised if he comes back, because I think there will be somebody out there that will be willing to pay him more money than what Kansas City will. Should the Chiefs re-sign Justin Watson? You got two options here. You can type either S for sign or P for pass. Chime in. Let us know if you think the Chiefs should re-sign Justin Watson or not. If you enjoyed today's show, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, especially if you hate the Raiders. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.